All right, now we're moving. This is the heart of the cold to client method. And this is where I introduce you to that exact process, how to turn cold strangers into high paying clients in days, not months. And the system is very simple. It's one offer, one message, one event, one traffic source, and one system that is repeatable, whether you continue to do this live or you build it evergreen like you see that I have. And in the lessons ahead, I'm going to show you how to build them out one at a time. And this free course is the map. And for the action takers that finish this, I want to give you a no-brainer invitation to continue to build this together. So to understand the journey of your customers, you have to understand what's happening in their mind. You've gained their attention, they're obviously interested, but now is the most important piece. You got to gain their trust. You got to shift some beliefs that hold them back from making a decision. And that decision is to become a client of yours. And for most people that are stuck on getting people interested and bridging the gap to becoming a client in less time, it's about asking the right questions. So it's not about how do I get more leads, more sales. The right question is, where is the next sale currently breaking down? And how do I fix that leak to get more clients? And what I'm going to be sharing with you in the lessons ahead is not another launch strategy because Hail Marys are rare and they usually only work one time. It's not about doing more work. It's not about more software. And it's definitely not about hard selling. What this model really is a simplified one-to-many business system. One offer, one community, one free mini course, one signature event, one repeatable strategy, and many new ideal customers that become clients in less time. This is a system you can build once and have it work for you. It's an evergreen ecosystem that attracts an ideal audience that buys your offer. And things are shifting big time. A few years ago, presentations were everything, webinars, challenges, virtual events. And you see the pendulum swing. It goes from low ticket to high ticket to all these different types of strategies. And I have AI systems built into my business, but I think there's an interesting thing happening in the industry because of AI. And you see in the last 6 to 12 months, the biggest names are coming back to one-to-many presentations, and the best of them never stopped. And the people that are spending millions of dollars or more on a single launch are going all in on the 5-day challenge model. You've seen people like Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins. Their biggest events every year are 5-day challenges. Russell Brunson, every time he launches an offer, it's a 5-day challenge. And Iman Ghazi breaking records with his Make Money Online challenge and now his side hustle 5-day event. And the industry leaders are running this play. Myron Golden, Eileen Wilder, Pedro Adeo, Grant Cardone, Dan Kennedy, Dan Henry, Brendan Bouchard, and even the biggest marketing companies out there. So why would they run 5 days when they could do a 1-day event or a 2-day, 3-day, 4-day? For me, I believe it's because they've done the math. Every massive launch you watch this year and launches that will continue to happen in the future use the same format. 5-day challenge every single time. Because yes, you can run leads to a sales page. You could do a webinar. You could even do the sales call model, but nothing converts better than a 5-day challenge. And I've tested all of these models and so have they. And personally for me, my average 5-day challenge converts around 1 out of 5 people. That's 20%. I've had challenges that convert a third of the room. And most people avoid this because they have this value of disappointment where what they're currently doing, like a sales call model, it takes time, energy, and effort to build this out properly. So I made it my goal to help people implement this faster so they could actually get better results right out of the gate. And why do these multiple day virtual events like 5-day challenges get a bad reputation? Well, I think it's because people run them wrong. Not wrong in the you're a bad coach kind of way, wrong in the architecture was off. And that's exactly what we're going to fix in this training. Because you've already got the attention, I want to help you amplify it. And more importantly, get the right attention. Get them into a evergreen presentation, whether it's a webinar or if it's a mini course just like the one that you're seeing here. This helps you grow your email list and you have some kind of nurturing environment. It doesn't have to be a school community. It's just the way I prefer. That's been the simplest for me that gets the best results. And ultimately to get them to a paid experience where they become a customer, love the results that they're getting in that experience, and become a premium client. That's the model. Now, if you want to see how this looks like on school and how I run it, I have 3 traffic sources, and really it's mostly just school and now paid advertising. I don't do a lot of content. If you go look at my social media, there's not a lot of content out there because I find that to be a rat race. And your time is valuable, and the time you're putting into those things is actually costing more than the other solutions I'll show you in lessons ahead. I point traffic towards our community and our Start Here free course that you're in right now. And percentage of the people watching this right now, and hopefully you, will come join my paid challenge. During that challenge, you're going to get amazing results, leave with big wins. And for most people that finish it, it just makes sense to continue working together. And this is the model that I want to help you build. And this is perfect for you if you have a problem you can solve. If you don't have any skills, you don't have a problem that you could solve, then this just isn't a fit. You got to go focus on what that problem is that you can solve that people will pay you for. But if you have that problem, now it's about getting the right message that attracts the right people, creating your signature presentation where you make an offer at the end, you create or refine that offer, and then you run a weekly and monthly repeatable process. So let me ask you, what if 20% of the room bought your offer? What would that number be? What's the price of your offer? How many people on average do you believe you could get into a live presentation or through an evergreen presentation? Drop that number below for me. I'd be curious to see it because 20% is about average. I've seen clients of ours get way better results in their presentations. And if you're saying that's impossible, I would say it's probably because you have the wrong people in the room. So we got to fix that first. And this is the most expensive belief in the industry. My audience won't show up for an hour a day for 5 days. And I thought that too in the beginning. And I've worked with people making over 8 figures per year, and they're way too busy to show up for 5 days, right? Wrong. They show up, they watch what I'm doing, they implement because the money that they're losing from a lack of conversions in their events is a huge problem. And they're spending way more than 5 hours to solve that problem without my help. When you find people have a make or break problem that's so big that they're willing to set aside everything else, that's how you know you have the right presentation. And filling the room is never an audience problem. It's typically, number one, a promotional problem. And the problem with most people's promotions is they have content that speaks to everyone, attracts no one specific enough to feel that they have to be there. When you speak to that one person that is ideal for you, you solve the make or break problem, they're going to rearrange their schedules to show up. And number two, it's a commitment problem. People doing free events, free trainings, all this stuff. And when it's free, people treat it that way. And a small financial commitment changes how they show up, do the work, and engage during that process. And that's why I love the paid challenge model. All right, so now that you understand the components of the cold to client method, the next lesson, I want to talk about why most people haven't built this model yet. And it's not the tech or time, it's one belief about what you're allowed to charge and deliver. And that's because most people hate selling their offer. They're not charging enough and it's too much work to deliver. We're going to fix both of those problems in the next lesson. So before I share the action step here, I want you to lean in. This piece is really key. These action tasks might seem simple. Don't be that member of our community who skips them. The clarity you get from this can unlock your next level of income. Plus, you never know who might see your answers and want what you're offering. The free course is great. You're going to learn a ton and you're going to get clarity. But the live workshop that's happening this month, you're actually going to build out your enrollment system. So I want to make you a deal. If you find this free mini course valuable, commit to joining the upcoming workshop where we go much deeper. Comment deal below if you're in. So now your action task for this lesson, I want you to write out this statement in the comments of the pin post below and fill in the blanks. Right now, I get most of my clients through blank, and the part that costs me the most time or energy is blank. So complete that right now in the pin post below, and I'll see you on the next lesson.